Hello everyone, how is your day? So I've been asked so many times about Mark Setter and Mark Softer when applying water slide decal. Do we really need Mark Setter and Mark Softer? Can I only use Mark Setter? Can I only use Mark Softer? Do we really need to top coat my decal? In this video, all of your questions about Mark Softer and Mark Setter will be answered with us, Alice Kingdom. And this is our ingredients for our experiment today. Mark Setter and Mark Softer, of course. My gun plajang to apply water slide decal, hobby knife to trim the decal, some bamboo stick to reposition our decal, or you can use anything you're comfortable with. And for water slide decal, I will use from Bandai. And last, of course, we need water for our water slide decal. For your information, whatever the result of the experiment may get different results depends on the brand of the decal. Because usually different brands have different characteristic of the decal. For starter, I will show you what Mark Setter can do to water slide decal. Some people say Mark Setter can make water slide decal stick stronger to your gunpla. Is it true or not? Let's see. For this part, I will apply Mark Setter where the decal will be placed. And for the other part, I only use water. Now let's wait until completely dry. Now I will scratch the decal on part without Mark Setter. Well, pretty easy to peel off. Almost no effort. How about with Mark Setter? Okay, still can be peeled, but a little harder. And the tear on the decal can be evidence that Mark Setter can make the decal stick stronger. And the conclusion is, with or without Mark Setter, decal can still be peeled off. But Mark Setter can assure your decal to stay on place until it's time to be top coated. Because it's very easy for the decal to peel off if we don't use Mark Setter. Next, I will show you what Mark Softer can do to water slide decal. Because we already know the use of Mark Setter, we will use Mark Setter for each part. For the first part, I will apply Mark Softer after I put the decal. And this is the result. As the name Mark Softer, yes, it can soften the decal. It makes the decal can follow the shape of the surface pretty well, and also makes the edge of the decal a slightly blurred. Then for the other part, this is without Mark Softer. Well, without Mark Softer, I can see there are some part of the decal aren't completely follow the shape of the part. If you don't pay attention enough, maybe you won't recognize it. And the edge itself still completely visible. Just then was a visual factor that we can get from using the mark software. What about the stickiness factor if we only use a mark software without a mark setter? Well, pretty easy to peel off. Plus, it tear off easier. And the conclusion, mark software really good for visual, but don't use mark software alone. Also use mark setter or topcoat or both for better stickiness. Next, I will also try what will happen if we add top coat, be it gloss or doff. This is where I use mark setter, mark softer and glossy top coat. Well, you still can see the edge of decal. This is the difficult of glossy finish, where any single uneven finish will be visible. You need extra effort to make the edge of decal completely disappear. Sand with fine grit, another top coat, repeat until the edge completely gone. And this is where I use mark setter and glossy top coat. Well, nothing to say. It's not better than previous one. Next is I use mark setter, mark softer and Dove top coat. Now this is outstanding. The edge almost completely gone. Then for this part, I use mark setter and Dove top coat. Well, you still can see the edges because we didn't use mark softer here. From this I can tell that for best result and less effort, you can get from use mark setter, mark softer and Dove top coat. Now you know why almost every good gunpla have Dove or matte finish. Because
Easy, right?